Hey there, I'm Kid. I stream 4 times a week over on Twitch. I hate intros, so let's get started. As we all know, Nintendo has never been about hardware outside of gimmicks. They have solely succeeded on their IPs, but now, for once, we actually have a competitive system that can run more than baby's first pocket monsters. It may take a year or two for this console to get going, but with the Switch's success, Nintendo is definitely going to capitalize on the best possible versions of its properties. I'm losing my mind over this thing, and it's not just because I've been huffing gasoline like some kind of post-apocalyptic warlord. The lineup of games confirmed, rumored, or straight up whispered into my head is so stacked it's giving me health complications. Buckle up, this console is my new religion. Mario Kart World is dropping day one, and it's not just another kart racer. It's an open world fever dream where you're zipping through interconnected courses like Mario's auditioning for Fast and Furious, except his family is a cast of mostly forgettable mobs. EPD9, the mad lads behind Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, are flexing the Switch 2's muscle to make this thing smoother than a post-wax tie ladyboy. In interviews, they've claimed that they haven't had to compromise, not even once, for this game. This is the system seller, folks. My only hesitation is that the Switch 2 is selling out without other titles, so they probably have to space out the heavy hitters into 2026. Knockout Tour is going to be lit. You can find it here on this channel. Thank you. He's bigger, faster, and stronger too. Donkey Kong Bananza is Return of Monkey. EPD8, the same Tokyo-based wizards who gave it Super Mario Odyssey, are crushing it with a 3D platformer that's got me looser than Andy Dufresne. This ain't your grandpa's Donkey Kong Country. It's a destructible sandbox with complete ape energy, rolling, punching, and eating explosive rocks. There's uncoverable secrets and lots of collectibles. This has the same DNA as Odyssey. While losers whine and moan about too many collectibles in these types of games, I was absolutely sent by the 900 plus moons in Odyssey, and I'm excited to waste my life searching for 1,000 bananas. The hype is unreal. 3D platformers are the peak of human achievement, and I'm foaming at the mouth and other areas. Project Legacy. Monolith Soft, the gods behind Xenoblade Chronicles, are cooking something spicy with Project Legacy. This thing has been in development since 2017, which means it's been marinating longer than my existential dread arc. Monolith's Kyoto and Tokyo teams are known for crafting RPGs so deep they make Tolstoy look like a Reddit thread, and Project Legacy is their ambitious project that's supposedly different from their usual vibe. In 2025, they snagged Daisuke Honda, a cutscene director from Square Enix, which screams, we're in the endgame now. This is probably a 2026 or 2027 title, and with Monolith's track record, I'm betting that it's going to be a genre-defining banger in the RPG space. I'm hoping they'll stop casting Welsh people for the English dub, but we can't always get what we want. Fire Emblem fans, we've been starving since Engage dropped in 2023, and let's be honest, that game was mid as hell. Bland story, forgettable characters, and the vibe that made it feel like it was designed by soulless normies. Because let's face it, that's what it was. Let's hope they get their act together for the next round. Rumors are swirling about a new entry, possibly a remake of Genealogy of the Holy War, but nothing's confirmed yet. Three Houses set the bar so high with the social sin vibes and gut-punching narrative that I'm praying that they use that as a blueprint going forward. Kirby Air Riders is giving me GameCube flashbacks. As a kid, I was obsessed with Kirby Air Riders City Trial Mode. Pure unfiltered chaos where you're zooming around, snatching power-ups, and dunking on your friends. HAL Laboratory is bringing this gem back. It's directed by Masahiro Sakurai himself as a love letter to my childhood. The voices have shifted focus and are now whispering only positive things. Social Services is going to get called for how viciously I am beating my meat to this thing. Luigi's Mansion 3 was a masterpiece back in 2019. It's been 6 years since we've seen our green boy suck off ghosts. EPD6, who works with Next Level Games, hasn't dropped any concrete leaks, but rumors are floating around a Luigi's Mansion 4 for 2026. Next Level's been quiet since Mario Strikers Battle League in 2022, so they've had time to cook, and hopefully it won't be rancid this time. I don't see where else the series could go, but maybe into the depths of a haunted Section 8 housing apartment complex. I'm looking forward to it. Pikmin 4 in 2023 was a banger, selling like hotcakes and proving that the series isn't just a niche fever dream. EPD10, the 2D Mario and Pikmin crew, knocked out of the park with that one, and while there's no confirming Pikmin 5 yet, rumors suggest they're already planning the next step. Miyamoto has talked about this in many interviews. He's pushing for it. The Switch 2's power could mean even bigger worlds for a tiny plant poised to conquer. Imagine committing 1,000 Pikmin in 4K, hearing all of their pain screams, simultaneously while crushed by some kind of double Emperor Bullblacks. I'm hyped and excited to see where EPD10 takes us, but obviously 2D Mario takes priority priority for that team. So, if we're not getting a new Pikmin anytime soon, we're bound to see a new Mario Maker with the availability of mouse controls to make the level creation easier. Paper Mario the Origami King from 2020 was fine, but the Thousand Year Door remake in 2024, chef's kiss. Intelligent Systems needs to make this the blueprint going forward. It has been 5 years since Origami King, and the pattern suggests a new Paper Mario around 2027 or 2028. I'm begging for turn-based combat and partners that aren't just set dressing. Thousand Year Door proof fans want the old school vibe, so don't screw this up. Animal Crossing New Horizons dropped in March 2020 and it carried us through the pandemic, but it's been 5 years since the last major update and I'm jonesing for a new cozy fix. EPD5, the Splatoon and Animal Crossing team, wrapped up Splatoon 3 support in 2024, so they're 100% working on the next Animal Crossing title. Leaks and patterns point to a spring release in 2026, and I'm ready for Tom Nook's discovery of high-interest housing loans. A new 3D Mario is inevitable, and EPD8 is probably sweating bullets to top Odyssey. Bowser's Fury from 2021 was a taste of open-world Mario. With Nintendo's obsession with sandboxes, the next 3D Mario is definitely going to be a sprawling collectathon. Rumors say that it's targeting late 2026 to cash in on the Mario Movie 2 hype, but it may take longer with Donkey Kong wrapping up. The original design for Odyssey, believe it or not, was revealed to be an open-world Mushroom Kingdom as discussed in interviews. The developers pivoted, wanting to explore new locales, but could we be seeing the original design? I'm pumped and I'm pumping. EPD3, the Zelda team, is fresh off Tears of the Kingdom from 2023, so a new 3D Zelda is probably years out. Think 2028 or later. Rumors of Ocarina of Time are floating around, which would tide us over. And Nintendo's all in on open world Zelda after Breath of the Wild and Tears. The next mainline game will most likely be another massive Hyrule sandbox. I'm hyped to explore it, but I'm not holding my breath for a release anytime soon. So, there's been rumors and leaks about Project Gaia, the next generation of Pokemon titles. They're saying it's a Greek-inspired archipelago setting with titles Wind and Wave, but as we know with all leaks, there's a 50-50 on whether or not any of that's accurate. Now that the ancient Switch is being buried, hopefully we can see the vision from Scarlet and Violet in a more open, more fleshed out world that doesn't look like dog shit. Pokemon has been a huge source of disappointment in recent years, but it's still fun. Nobody can argue that any title in that series drops below 6 out of 10. Guaranteed this will sell mad numbers and it'll be a holiday title for next year. The Switch 2 is a beast. 4K, 120 FPS, and an eventual light-up that's got me acting unwise. Studios are working overtime. We're bound to see bangers coming out in 2026, even if 2025 is a little limited. They really don't have to put out anything too big this year with Mario Kart World and Air Riders and Metroid. You know, we've got a lot. We've got a lot to work with. The system is already selling out within 2 hours of every listing in every country that isn't forsaken by God. Yes, I'm overhyping things, but there's too much negativity online, so we need a little bit of hype. We need a little bit of hype here. Even if you can't afford the system, you can catch every first-party release on launch day in my Twitch channel, link below. I have to ask though, what's got you hyped for the Switch 2? What hypothetical title would get you to buy this thing? Full send in the comments below to manifest it. Peace out, weirdos. How you doing? Come on by.